Yo, welcome back to the channel. It's 5:43 in the morning and it's time for an early start. So, car's looking a bit dirty. Road's looking better, I'll tell you that much, from Nosy B. When you come from, not Nosy B, when you come from Nosy B, you get hit mainland Madagascar. The road used to be terrible. I don't know if you've seen my old videos, but they've sort of gravelled it over with gravel and that. It's okay, it's flatter, but there's still a lot of problems with the roads in Madagascar, especially the one I've just travelled on to get to here. I think I'm in Port Bergy. I think Port Bergy is just up the road there a little bit. This was my hotel last night. Here it is. There's a car, but cheap hotel. So, unfortunately, we've had another problem. I drove 500 kilometres yesterday towards Tanner, and then all of a sudden the steering didn't feel right, and I was like, what's gone on with the steering? It's like a boat. It's steering like a boat now, right? And it's because this thing here snapped. So, I don't know if you can see it here somewhere, but it's snapped. Don't know where it is. I think it's here. Here, maybe. I don't know. We'll have a look in the daylight. You can't see anything, can you? Let's have a look if I can get a torch on, innit? I can't get a torch on. Won't let me put the torch on. Right, we'll have a look later on. But there's an arm under there which basically stabilizes the wheels so that the wheels are nice and stable. But now it doesn't work like that. So I've got to drive to Tanner because there's no I've done 597 kilometers. I've got to drive to Tanner like that. So what can I do? Like, I've got it must be, I'm guessing it's about 250 kilometers to go. So I'll have to drive about 50 kilometers an hour, 60 kilometers an hour maximum. And obviously where there's cliffs and that, probably best to drive a little bit slower. Or if there's any cars coming your way, or lorries and stuff like that, because it is quite like a boat. But apart from that, everything's going quite well. This guy here is parked here. This is like a little parking area where a few lorries were parked last night, so I parked here. One in front's gone, and then there's this one here, and there's a guy in a car behind me as well, like, who's parked up for the night. So not a bad little rest spot, I suppose. And I'm feeling quite well rested. I was tired last night, but the reason I've done 600 kilometers to here is I was planning to do about 400 and then get a hotel for the night, relax, and then start off early in the morning and go to Tanner. That was my plan. But I got to a police stop and with a barrier, and he says, is there any chance you could take this soldier with you? He just wants to go to this place. And I'm like, yeah, why not? Go on. I'll give him a lift. If he needs a lift, I'll give him a lift. The guy wanted to go like 450 kilometers. I was like, oh, all right. I was asking him, like, where are you going? What place are you going? Because we kept on driving. After about like 100 kilometers, I was like, whereabouts do you want dropping off? Like, you know. So I took him 450 kilometers, this guy. Anyway, as we're driving along, I get to a petrol station to fill up, and the petrol guy who's filling my car up says, any chance you can give our boss a lift home? And I was like, yeah, go on. Yeah, no worries. I can give him a lift home. Yeah, go on. So the boss brought us a couple of cans of Red Bull and a beer and his sack and that, and he jumped in the car. And it turns out he wants to go to 600 kilometers basically from where I started. So he probably wanted to go another 200 kilometers himself. So I did 500 kilometers and I was like, I'm tired, mate. I'm really tired. Like, and the car had already broke by then. It broke about 450 kilometers or something, 400 kilometers or something like that. So I said to him, listen, do you want to drive? And he said, yeah, go on, yeah, no problem. I said, you drive. And then I fell asleep and just left him to drive. And then he arrived at his destination, the petrol station, the new petrol station, where he's going to move to work. Because that's what it turned out. He wasn't just going home. He was relocating petrol stations. So that went down, and then I drove now like 3 kilometers away from his petrol station and then parked up for the night. So I don't know where I'm at. I ain't got a clue, but we'll find out soon enough. The old phone holder is knackered, so I'm using this other one. But this other one's not brilliant, like it, because when you've got the phone in it, you can see. If you got the phone here, you can see this bit of the phone holder here in the window, which isn't too clever. But I'm definitely going to get a new one in England. That's going to be one of my main things I do. See if I can get a nice solid phone holder for the window, maybe even buy 2 of them, just in case. And there you go. So I'm going to set off, and I'm going to see how I get on going to Tanner. And I mean, we've done 100 kilometers with it broken, with this whatever it is, stabilizer thing broken. So I'm sure we can do another 250. How hard can it be? Thanks for watching. Give us a like, give us a sub, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Madagascar.